any color so long as it's gray. And the day was long. The day was so long that, in fact, it never ended. It lasted for what most of the town's elderly decided was what people once called decades. But talking about it in the past tense has to mean something. So it did end, as everything does. The day was so long that most birds died from their own monotonous tune. Each pigeon cooed until it became an owl, hooting at the sun to go down below the horizon for a bit of quiet. The owls began to slide around their tree limbs like the minute hands of some hand-carved clock. Once around to the bottom, they turned into napping bats, but they would slip in and out of consciousness, not knowing to trust their sight or position. From there, the bats grew weary of their slumber, forgetting about existence and believing their dreams to be reality, if bats do such a thing as dream. In their dreams, they could fly anywhere, explore the poles for once, and appreciate their proximity to God. But as all creatures do who dream too much and forget so little, they thought themselves as God now. And because of that, God saw that he had no use left. He left the sun without instruction, tucking the universe away in a blue metal box beside a window in his attic to start again elsewhere. Because of this, the sun was to do as it wished, settling in on its newfound perspective. The day grew so long that man cursed God for forgetting to plunge the sun into the ocean. Man cursed God for so long that they began to think of God as negative, and so thought to worship other things they could no longer see. Some began to worship the moon, praying for it to come out without provocation and save them. Some began to worship the cricket in all his musical prowess, praying for him to lullaby them to sleep. And others even began to worship each other, noticing how productive they became, praying they could be the same. But as man died off, his conception was believed a purely nighttime ritual. Prayer could not help them. The moon never came, the cricket never played, and man never produced anything of use.